Hello, hi mabuhay! Welcome to the Fun Pangasinan Travel Agriculture and Aquaculture na imbag na bigat kada kayo amin or masantos ya kabosan or should I say good morning. Welcome to the land of virtual tour guiding and I'm very happy to welcome you all here to the home of 100 islands and 100 flavors, my beloved province Pangasinan. My name is Nika Dayan Agsawa and I will be your tour guide for today. Before anything else, allow me to share my screen. So here we are. The land area of Pangasinan is 545,101 hectares or nearly half of 41.89% of the region's total land area and 1.6% of the entire Philippine territory. And the north is bordered by the Lingayen Gulf, in the east by La Union and Benguet, and the northeast by the Nueva Vizcaya, and the east by Nueva Ecija and Tarlac, and the south by and the west by Zambales and China Sea. The majority of its speakers are from the Pangasinan ethnic group, and it's a primary and prominent language of the entire province of Pangasinan and northern Tarlac, which is located in the central points of Luzon. Time check is now 8 o'clock in the morning, but before we start the tour, may I just inform you about the things we need to avoid in this virtual tour guiding. First, always mute your microphone if you are not asking. Second, if you can't hear me or you cannot understand what I'm saying or something is unclear in what I'm saying, kindly call my attention by raising your virtual hand, which is located below your screen. Third, if you have questions or clarifications, just type your concerns in the chat box to be addressed after the discussions. And lastly, if you have anything else to clarify, don't be hesitant to approach me. Would that be okay, my dear tourists? Okay, that's great. Today's tour, we will be starting at Develop River Park in San Quintin, Pangasinan, followed by Tayug Sunflower Eco Park, followed by Balungao Hilltop and Adventure Hot Spring in Balungao, followed by St. Vincent Bamboo Statue in Bayambang, Pangasinan, 100 Islands in Alaminos City, and lastly, the Kabawangan Death Pool in Burgos, Pangasinan. So now let's start the virtual tour here in Dipalo River Park. For a moment, please. Okay, here we are. Now let's start the virtual tour here. Just start here in Dipalo River Park. If you are looking for a new place rather, for a new place to visit this incoming summer, don't forget to include Dipalo River Park located in Barangay Nangapugan of San Quintin, Pangasinan on your list. Apart from being a destination for the budget conscious, the river is also still in a row from that it is tagged as an upcoming tourist attraction here in my town. The total length of the river is 6 kilometers, and the local tourism allocate is 1 kilometer for the use of tourists. The water of the river comes from the Caraballo Mountains of Nueva Vizcaya. It's a popular place to hang out. Tourist attracts can have a picnic, of course. Enjoy the cool water of the river. There are some nepa huts that serve as a resting places for the tourists by the river bank. Adventure souls can also trek the river upstream and discover some hidden gems like Katuka, Katukakan Falls, Dipalo Falls, and Kalipke Falls. There is no official trail at the area, so tourists can ask for assistance from the local tourism if they want to hike around the area. Starting in April, there will be an environmental free, which is cost 10 pesos per person in the area. Since the river is still in its immaculate form, the local tourism pushes for their cleanliness drive. This means that they regularly collect garbage and maintain the area. Don't let the chance pass up this summer. Go to San Quintin, Pangasinan and visit the Palo River while it is still in its virgin form. Uh, okay, next, from the travel time of 25 minutes and a distance of 16 kilometers, we are now proceed to our second destination. Welcome to our main agriculture tourism destination that we have for today's tour. This is the Tayug Sunflower Eco Park. So here we go. So here we go. As you can see on our screen is actually in the middle of the farm to find out that the Tayug Sunflower Eco Park, it is famous for its Instagrammable ready scenery. The Eco Park has been a must visit in Pangasinan ever since. Their founding last February 17, 2017, it's also considered as housing the first ever sunflower maze here in the entire Philippines. Aside from sunflowers, the park features various of other colorful flowers and even vegetables. Although bringing foods inside is prohibited, there are food stalls outside the park should you get hungry after hours or venturing around the vibrant maze. The first ever sunflower maze in the Philippines is now open to the public. The farm is owned by the Allied Botanical Corporation or ABC, a vegetable seed breeder, producer, and distributor. The giant maze of flowers would look like a fully open sunflower flooring at a 2,100 square meter portion of a 3-hectare demonstration from farm in Barangay C. Lichoco, Tayug, Pangasinan. The sunflower maze was designed by landscape artist Tony Rivera. As much as 8,000 sunflower plants would make up the maze. Pathways are wide enough to fit the 4 people walking side by side. The maze is an accommodate up to 100 people per tour and it would take about 30 minutes to finish. And there are 3 secrets garden where people can take selfies or just rest. The giant sunflower maze will be the main attractions of the company. Open days, which will run from February 17 to May 17. The walkway leading to the maze entrance would showcase an urban and edible landscape, green walls, and ornamental plants. Recycled materials such as blue drums, tires, office drawers, steel cabinet, doors, and chairs were ideas as to how urban and edible landscape could be accomplished. The old Ford truck was included in the display, planted with different edible and ornamental plants. Farm will be featured not just sunflowers but also other. Madonna, can you look at your screen now, please? Okay, here we go. As you can see, this is the wide open space of the Tayug Sunflower Eco Park. So moving on now, We are now proceeding to our third destination, which is the Balungao Hilltop Adventure and Hot Spring from the world itself. Did you know that it has an hot spring? No? Okay. Let me tell you why, because Mount Balungao is one of the Philippines' and active volcanoes. For a moment, please, just to... Okay. For a moment, please, just to explain this place first before I'm going to show you um the place. Okay. Mount Balungao is one of the Philippines' inactive volcanoes, which is located in Pangasinan, Ilocos region and the island of Luzon and the Philippines. Extremely hilltop adventures boast of a zipline experience, all-terrain vehicle driving, bungee trampoline, hiking or trail walking, trust fall, mountain biking, and paintball target shooting. And because of the presence of hot and cold spring in the area, several pools were built which offering varying temperatures. The hot and warm pools are ideal for visitors to release stress and to have refreshing feelings. Your zipline adventures in Balungao, Pangasinan were surely one of the unforgettable experiences for the rest of your life. You can choose from zipline 1, which 620 meters, which is 1 kilometer. This zipline rides offer you a view of villages extend Mount Balungao to experience the Balungao Hilltop Adventures. The Balungao Hilltop Adventure and Hot Spring will collect entrance fee, which is costly for only 100 pesos, 50 pesos rather for adults, and 25 pesos for concrete, for 25 pesos rather for kids. They also have offer shed which is costly 200 pesos for kubo, then 100 pesos for concrete. Lastly, when you felt tired for the whole day of your adventures here in Balungao, Pangasinan Hilltop Adventure, I will offer an accommodation in the area with an affordable that suit suit to your budget. Okay, for a while I'm fixing our map for today. As you can see, this is the space of the Balungong Hilltop Adventure in Hot Spring, located here in Pangasinan also. So, moving on, moving on for this previous destination, we are now proceed to our fourth destination that we have in the itinerary. Welcome to Saint Vincent Ferrer bamboo statue. Did you know that Saint Vincent Ferrer bamboo statue is a massive bamboo statue known as the Saint Vincent Ferrer statue is located in the Philippine province of Pangasinan, Bayambang. The monumental height of 50.23 meters has been attained by the Saint Vincent Ferrer sculpture, 164 feet 9 in. Guinness World Guinness World Record certified it as the tallest bamboo sculpture in the world on April 5, 2019. The St. Vincent Ferrer statue is located and dedicated to Saint Vincent Ferrer, a Roman Catholic saint, who is also Bayambang's patron saint. Saint Vincent Ferrer was a revered missionary and a logician who served as the Bayambang Dominican friar and preachers in Valencia. The Catholic Church and other faiths with Catholic heritage revere him as a saint. A steel framework and designed bamboo panels make up the statue. The sculpture was created using 3D polygon technology. The Statue of Liberty in New York, which is 151 feet tall, and Christ the Redeemer in Brazil are both reported to be shorter than the statue, which stands as 164 feet and 9.56 inches, which stand at 98 feet. The statue height and construction technique will must doubt as to you when you first see to it. On June 20, 2018, a groundbreaking ceremony was held for the whole St. Vincent Ferrer Prayer Park, which will house the statue. The St. Vincent Ferrer statue was built over the course of 10 months by 608 men and 1 woman. The Kasakita sa Barangay Foundation has provided private funding for the Prayer Park project, which includes the statue. Okay, moving on to our fifth destination. I'd like to welcome you all to the home of 100 Islands, Alaminos City. 100 Islands sure is a catchy name, but 100 Islands National Park here in the Pangasinan province is actually consists of 124 islands and 123 islands at high tide. Its distinct mushroom shaped islands caused by years of ocean waves and eroding actions are believed to be over 2 million years old. Nowadays, the cluster of island covers a total area of 16.76 kilometer, two in the Lingayen Gulf and touristic ally available for a large public and managed by the city government of Alaminos City. But before to reach island, you must take a boat riding that takes us to 10 to 20 minutes boat riding. It depends on what island you want to visit. Alaminos top tourist destination will also provide diving and their azure green waters, allowing you to take in the island's stunning underwater scenery. After diving, unwinding at the island's coves will provide you with a wonderful urban hideaway. The 10 caves of the 100 Islands might also awe visitors. In addition to the 100 Islands, Alaminos has other tourist attractions that are sure to make visitors feel like they are in paradise. Okay, moving on. So we are now proceed to our last virtual tour destination for today's tour. Last but not the least, welcome to the Cabawangan Beach of Burgos, Pangasinan, which is also known as the Death Pool of Pangasinan. Cabawangan Beach is one of the popular among of the number of pristine beaches in Pangasinan, blessed with a white sand beach, crystal clear water, and an out and a breathtaking view of rock formations and seascapes. It will take around 45 minutes to an hour to get there from Burgos, Pangasinan town. A visit to Cabawangan Beach will not be completed without visiting the called Death Pool. It is one of the reasons why Cabawangan Beach became famous and its favorite getaway in Pangasinan. Originally called Death Pool, locals coined the term Death Pool because it suits that site's thrilling effect. The Death Pool is a natural pool or a lagoon located on the far right of the natural pool and the other rock formations on Cabawangan Beach was formed by the incessant lapping of tidal waves against the shore through the centuries. When the waters and waves were tamed, people can actually swim near or even in the lagoon itself. Aside from the white sand beach and the dead pool, you will also be amazed by the rock formations around the area. The picture's view of the dead pool, beautiful rock formations, and the pristine beach are the main reasons why the place is loved and nature loved. And loved by the photographers because of its natural beauty. And it also became a favorite venue for prenup photo shoot in Pangasinan. Again, this is the end of our virtual tour and I hope you enjoyed this tour. Again, thank you for choosing me to become part of your unforgettable trip and this virtual tour here in Pangasinan Adventure. I'm looking forward for your next visit and thank you so much for your cooperation to make this virtual tour guiding successful. Okay, goodbye tourists. This is the end. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.